What's up, everybody? It is your boy Underdog Flight K Clutch K 24/7, and we are here back with another Madden 21 technically video. And I'm in this league called Dragon Slayer, aka Crossfire. It's like the college football to the real thing. And I see you guys seen me do a video on it before when I played the Raiders. It was like the championship game in the first full season I was in it. Got to the Super Bowl, got blown out. I didn't get okay. It's not blown out. It was a tough game, but it was just bigger plays by better ability team. When our team was just full of unfakeable and secure tacklers, and one person with a real good ability like Joe Mixon isn't going to cover for the rest of the team on defense. So we ended up coming up short in the Super Bowl, but the very first season definitely was a pretty good year. They got us third, even though this is not how you spell my name. This is got us third. We lost to Gatto. GG's to him once again. But here's my predictions with the team selections that we have for the next year. Matt and I went and got this off of Twitter. All the overalls that you can see off of for each team's overall, and here's what I think is like every team's like possibility of getting picked by these users. And this is basically going off of just most of the knowledge of people that I've played, people that I've probably like seen. Like I don't really know everybody's team like that, but yeah, just off of the first three that we got, we'll see what goes on. So right here, first we got Gatto. He had two power specialists on his D line. He had a really great running back with him and joystick. Had Daniel Jones to a 96 overall, and I feel like at the start of the year, in a month actually. Now I want to think it's the 21st. In like probably 2 or 3 weeks is the draft. August 10th. Let me see. August 10th is Let me go check that out real quick. Hold on. 1, 2. So probably in like 3 weeks. So yeah, in 3 weeks we'll probably have the draft. Probably 3 weeks before the game comes out, we'll probably go ahead and do the draft. But Gatto, I think with the way that he's going, because he did win the Super Bowl, we don't know if he's going to get called up to Crossfire yet. So if he does, this is going to stay the way that it is. I mean, if he doesn't get called up, this is the way he's going to stay. But if he does get called up, everybody's going to get bumped up one, and then I'll go up to number 2. Honestly, I thought I was going to be number 2 anyway because I won the Super Bowl, but I mean, it was different ways of it going on. But apparently Ryan had better activity and better. I don't know what made him 2 over me, but it's okay. Gatto, I feel like it's easy. I'm gonna put him with the Ravens. I feel like because that's what he was talking about in a chat, talking about that he wanted to have a team to like fit his playstyle, and I feel like the playstyle that fits him would most likely be the Ravens. If not, I could be completely wrong. Like I said, this is my predictions of how everything is going to go down. So as I pick him with going with the Ravens, Ryan over here in this aspect, I'll probably put him 49ers. I'm pretty sure 49ers might be the move. Ah, freak. All right. Either it's going to be 49ers or it's going to be Chiefs. It matters about like what he wants. But in my opinion, I think 49ers will be like the team that ends up coming on top for him. And in my opinion, the Chiefs isn't a team that I'll be gunning for because I'm pretty sure in the top 2 either is Ravens, 49ers, or Chiefs. Even though the Chiefs are like an 82 overall team, the Bucks is like a higher overall because you know Brady. That's like one of the things that I'm really thinking about. Like these Saints, 49ers, Ravens, Chiefs is going to be like the teams that everybody's going to be gunning for. And then you see the Bucks and you start thinking about how dangerous of a team that is. So if it comes down to it, if shockingly, I mean, I would definitely not see 1 and 2 being Buccaneers when you have a team like the 49ers, Ravens, and Chiefs all right there. Right here, like I would last year, I went Chiefs. I had the very first overall pick in Surly, and I originally went Seahawks because I wanted Russell Wilson and I wanted a really stacked defense. But a whole bunch of stuff went down with the commissioner because he was so stubborn that he didn't want any team but the Seahawks, so he left the whole thing, got into this whole big thing, and a lot of his people started leaving the league too because you like, oh, you did him wrong, you took his team. First of all, you know a whole bunch of Seahawks fans that you have in your league that still joins in here and have to pick a different team, but when it happens to you, there is no league if you don't have the Seahawks. It was a big thing, but he ended up coming back. I ended up saying, hey, look, I just wanted me an escape artist quarterback with a nice defense. So I said, no, you can have your Seahawks. I went and switched on to the Chiefs and ended up winning the Super Bowl with the Chiefs. So, I mean, I don't think I would have won it if I had Russell Wilson on the team, because Patrick Mahomes is a better quarterback than Russell Wilson, like, hands down. I don't know why I didn't think about it at the time, but I'm glad I did and ended up getting the Super Bowl. But yeah, I'm not going Chiefs here. I'm going with my boys. I feel like with what I run and what I like to do, I feel like I can build this Cowboys team to what I need to in less than a year. Like, as soon as I finish the first season, like the very second season, I should like already be like in the Super Bowl with like one of the best teams in the league. But saying that, there's like 3 good teams that's still here on this board that isn't really taken yet, which is kind of shocking. And that will be the Saints and the Bucks. But if I'm going off the top of my head, like really who I would like to like put in everybody's situation, I think Falco, because they fell to him, he's going to take the Chiefs just because I feel like I played Falco enough to know that he needs this to build him up. And Arn, him as the, like, seeing him play was really like, I don't really know what his strengths are. He's a Bills fan, I get it, but the Bills, if you have the Saints still on here on the board and the Bucks, I don't think you're going Bills unless you really want to go Bills. So here in this situation, I think for him to actually win, I think he has to pick the Saints here. The highest overall team. He can easily rebuild the team. You have Alvin Kamara. You got the #1 wide receiver in the game, just joined the 99 club, and Michael Thomas. I don't know why you wouldn't have that on your team. Then you got Cameron Jordan, Marshawn Lattimore, and you got a pretty decent defense. So I feel like Arn would be right there great with the Saints. So we're going to go ahead and mark them off for him. And then another team that's left that actually could fit Billa, that was the dude that I played as the Raiders. You guys want to see that game? That game will probably be in the end scenes. Or if you guys want to see that before even watching this, I'll go ahead and leave a link in the description. But for him, I feel like the Browns is kind of sneaky here at this point. There's a lot of like close overalls here, so you really can't go down the line and be like, oh, I want this team. But overall wise, the overalls does definitely help. I feel like in this situation, Billa, the way that he was playing with a Raiders team and had 2 human joysticks on his team and had 1 great user with Tanner Muse. And I feel like Tanner Muse isn't going to have that high of an overall. As a matter of fact, let me check the ratings on him. Let me see if he actually has middle linebacker. Freak. Didn't want to do that. Okay. So it's all still there. Let me see. He's done the middle linebacker? Yo, don't tell me I didn't expose this. No, left tackle. Right outside. Let me find out I'm exposing. You know what? I'm gonna just reset, and I'm gonna just go to Raiders and just see where he's at. He's a right outside linebacker with 90 speed. Okay, it's not that bad. He's good, but 65 catching. No, yeah, 63 catching. Okay, so 90 speed. I don't see a reason why not to go for the Raiders again. Jason Witten is a 77 overall quarterback. With Derek Carr, he's 79 overall. It's not really that bad. I feel like for Billa, he might sneak and actually pick the Raiders again. But I feel like, you know what, this is where he's gonna go. I feel like he's gonna take the Bills here. If it comes to this, it's gonna be a tough choice, but you got to take what's best available and what's gonna help you. And sometimes, like, picking your favorite team is not going to be there, especially if they're like a highly requested team, and like you know that they lack a lot of stuff, and you want to win. You're gonna have to take what's best available. And I feel like the Bills is the best available at that position at this time. So I feel like the Bills is overall a better team than the Raiders. I don't know. I just feel like for what he's trying to do, and he wants like a good quarterback to like help him out. Definitely, Josh Allen's a much better quarterback than Derek Carr. Much younger, better arm. Actually has better speed than him. And then you have a great defense with the Bills. Bills has a great defense. I feel like that would be a much better team than the Raiders. Next is Ed. Don't really know too much about Ed. So maybe I'm gonna put him with the Colts. I'm gonna put Colts for him, and then boom. I feel like the rest of this list might be easier, even though there are a lot of people on this list. I know I've played enough people to know what they might be doing. Bulldog. Bulldog. That's kind of tough. That's kind of tough. But I feel like maybe the Browns will be his fit here. I know you might see the Eagles, and the Eagles is gonna. I feel like the Eagles is definitely gonna drop. The Eagles has a power specialist on defense with Fletcher Cox, but the rest of the team is kind of. I don't know. I just feel like the Eagles is gonna slip a little bit, and it's gonna slip all the way down here to the Broncos in the last year's league. He said he wanted the Cowboys, but he knows I'm a Cowboys fan, and I'm gonna get him before him. If I even get the Cowboys, if not, then I'm easily gonna go Chiefs or Bills. Like these like this actually might be the top 6 teams to be picking. Like if you're in the top 6, these teams will be here for you. It's not in this order. Maybe Ravens, Chiefs, 49ers. Ravens, 49ers, Chiefs. Maybe Cowboys overall. Don't know. But this has to be like the top 6 teams that's going to be taken off the board. And I feel like for XMB, I feel like just to help him out, you actually might need to go Eagles here. Yeah, I know you're a Cowboys fan. I get it. As a Cowboys fan, you can't go Eagles, Giants, or Redskins. But I feel like Eagles has to be the move to help you out. Like best available, as you're right here just picking your team, I feel like the best available right here for you is the Eagles. And if they fall down here to you, then that's what you're going to need to pick. Mr. Offline Champ. I think the Bears. I thought this was from Pizza Hut. What's up, girl? Do you want me to not sleep? Okay, I'll come in. No, I'll come in. I'm dead serious. I'll come in. Yeah. I thought this. Oh, it is tonight. Nobody come in at 6. I'll do it. I don't care. I'm sure, Brittany. Okay. Okay. Take it easy, Brittany. See ya. All right. Um. All right. Offline champ. Might be a little sneaky here. Maybe Chargers. Oh, wait a minute. No, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. They fall down this far. Yeah. Okay, Buccaneers is going to have to, like, if you really want, like, a real stacked team, the Buccaneers is going to be, like, in there. But if you... Buccaneers is not going to fall down this far. Now, when we're like, look, Buccaneers is not going to fall down this far. I'm going off of what I've played, who I played, and what their fit is, and if it's like best available. Buccaneers, if they will not fall down this far. Um, Maybe you switch out the Browns for the Buccaneers, maybe Colts for Buccaneers, but play style wise, I feel like Buccaneers is not going to fall out the top 8, no more than top 10. I feel like I totally forgot about the Buccaneers. Um, But yeah, that's definitely either Eagles or Buccaneers. I feel like the Eagles are a better team than the Bucks, but I don't know. That's just up to play style. Um, Next up, oh Lord have mercy. But yeah, we're going Bucks for offline champ. We'll put it right there. And never check down. I feel like if they're there, he's going to go Texans. That's his team. I believe that's his team. I feel like he's going to pick Texans here just because they're there. Jay Clark. What good things do I have to say about this dude? Not playing. He was in Surly. If you guys remember, he was like the Falcons. More of a passer than a runner. So as going off of that, have to be Steelers. Best available Steelers or Chargers. Did I already do the Chargers though? No. I think either Steelers or Chargers got to be the move for him. So if I think I know him well enough, I think he's gonna go. I think he's gonna go Chargers here, and then right underneath that, it'll be Steelers. Steelers is a very slept-on team. T.J. Watt is definitely going to do things on the defense. Cameron Hayward, offense. You got James Conner, Juju, Deontay Johnson is going to be huge sleeper. He's going to be a huge sleeper. If I can get him off of the Steelers and put him on my team, that'll be dope. I would love to have him or Juju. I love to have either one of them. But you definitely can't skip out on the Steelers, especially where you land at. And as far as the Chargers are a very low-key team. They have great wide receivers, Keenan Allen, Mike Williams. Just got what's his name? No, not Phillip. Damn, what is his name? Justin Herbert. So they got a great rookie quarterback there. Defense is really shut down. I feel like the overalls that they gave him did cheat him a little bit, but their team is actually very low key. Chargers going to be a very low key team next year. I have nothing bad to say about the Chargers except for the overalls that they gave them. This is a very low key team. Better than the Packers, maybe. Is this a better rebuildable team? I think so. Chargers can be a really good rebuildable team. It's going to be a very sleepable team. A lot of people's going to sleep on this team. Spice. I feel like, I don't know why, I feel like points, what the fuck? Okay. I feel like the Patriots. I feel like the Patriots are going to be available for Spice. He's going to take them. Cam Newton, you can't go wrong with Cam. A nice quarterback to have until like you go into the draft and rebuild it. But most likely you're going to run the ball, and then you have a very low key Patriots defense there. I feel like you just got to take them there. Patriots is definitely going to be a team to be like, oh yeah, they don't have Tom Brady anymore, so they're not going to be as good. But I definitely feel like the Patriots are still a good team. You just gotta know how to use them. I'm talking about not a good team like overall, like NFL wise. I'm talking about for CFM wise. I still feel like they're a good team to use. Very low key. And try it with me. Known this dude for almost 5 years. I think it's been 5 years since I've known this dude. He doesn't want to believe it, but I did teach him some of the things that he knows. Of course, he developed his own scheme. He definitely learned some stuff from me. He still, to this day, still asks me, like, what is this? What's that? How you do this? What do you do that? And I'm still down to teach him because I'm all about everybody else eating. Like, when we play, it is annoying. I beat the crap out of him, and he's pissed off. He beats the crap out of me for very stupid reasons, and I get pissed off. And it's for the defense for him. Like, if they do fall this deep, he's not picking the, he's not picking the Bears. He'll take the Raiders here. For the same reason that I was picking for Billa. I don't know if the Raiders is going to stay this high, but you got somebody like Tanner Muse, and you have Josh Jacobs. He can rebuild a team. This Raiders team will be completely different if he takes this team. In my opinion, if they do fall this far to him, he will take them. Even though the Seahawks are still here on the board and you still have the Packers, I feel like the Raiders are a more balanced team, and you can definitely get some pieces from them. And there's a lot more players to build on that team than what they already give them. Like some low overall players, you just cannot build up. Some of them, like you can see them and see that they can do something, and with a little bit of help, you can build them up. But then there's just some players that you just cannot build up. And I feel like that's what the Packers. The Packers do not have as many pieces as the Raiders. I could be wrong. It could be something different in the roster that I'm sleeping on. But I feel like the Raiders, especially with Muse, you can definitely build around him. 90 speed. He's like one of the few 90 speed middle linebackers in the game. And he's a rookie. So he's definitely going to be used. You give him Tanner Muse, he's going to be nasty. So I feel like him taking that team, that's going to be very dangerous. Okay, and it keeps doing that. Wolfpack. I haven't played this man enough to know what he likes, but I feel like because the team is still there, I think he's going to choose Seahawks. Wolfpack, I feel like he's balanced. I feel like he's a balanced player. But it all feels like what's being presented to him in game. It's kind of the same way I am. Like, I don't prepare for anybody when I play them. If I like played you for a while, then yeah, I'll prepare a little bit. But I don't prepare for anybody when I play them. It's like whatever I see on the field, I adjust to it, and that's how I get better. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't, but that's just what my mindset is when I'm on the field. And sometimes, like, if I know that I can't adjust to it and do it, then I just start winging it. And start winging it doesn't work. But I know that's one thing I got to get better with as I'm trying to conquer Madden 21 and get inside my bag. But next up, we got PL. Because now we're getting into some glitchy, low overall teams. Just because they're here, you got to pick them. I feel like the Bears will fall a little bit, but not fall too far to be like, it's like one of the higher overall teams to like fall. I think one of the higher overall teams that might actually fall is the Packers. I don't think the Packers are going to be like a really like wanted team. But fat ass, if he's smart, if they're still here at 18, you got to pick the Titans. Derrick Henry is just too much. Adoree Jackson. Titans is a very low key team. Um, Titans will not fall past 16. Titans is a really really good team. Um, some of these players that I am putting in the teams that they have isn't like if I knew everybody's playstyle, I can definitely do a predictions better than this. But just off of just best available and just kind of having a feel like for what they had last year is where I'm putting this on. Like the rest of this list, yeah, the rest of this list, I don't know anybody else. Everybody else that was up here, I probably know, and I've definitely played the top five plus top six, and known him for a little bit. Everybody else, I do not know. I'm just gonna be to keep it a buck. So I mean, if you're here, like now, I'm sitting here thinking about where your position is in a draft. These definitely could be some great players. It could be some great teams. I mean, great users. But if they don't have the right team, then that's going to show. And sometimes they will take this and use what you call it, use their position for good and like go ahead and tank the first year, go ahead and come back, build that team, and then just come right back up. That's what I would do if I was in this position. But I'm up here and I got the opportunity to have an already stacked team and then build on that. Why not? I'm gonna go ahead and take that. But here, Dwan Vina, we're gonna give you the Vikings. If you're here at 19 and the Vikings is still there, this is like probably one of the best Regs teams there. I'll probably take the Vikings here and be very, very happy that they fell this far. Like some teams that fell that I'll be happy to see at 20 is probably the Cardinals. Cardinals will probably not be slept on, but probably be like, oh, I just want him just because of D-Hop. Cardinals would be a team that I'll be happy to see. Packers, kinda, because that's like one of the higher, is a higher overall team than the rest of these. It's definitely the best available team right now, but a lot of people's gonna sleep on them. In my opinion, I think Falcons, yeah, Green Bay, Cardinals, and Falcons definitely gonna be some teams to be slept on. Rams, they kind of fell off. The Rams definitely fell off. Like soon as Gurley left, they kind of fell off. So I don't really know who's going to be able to pick them. But here, I think finally somebody's going to pick up the Packers here at 20. I think Packers going to definitely fall down here to like at least top 20 as far as what they need. Unless somebody feel like what they need is on here on the Packers and they just need a little bit of pieces to make the team right. I feel like the Packers is definitely going to fall. Here at 21 at Gamer, I'm going to go ahead and give them the Cardinals. Cardinals probably might stay in around 15, 20. Just because, like, when you're picking a team, you pick it off of 3 reasons. One, it's because it's your favorite team. You don't care what league you're in, you're trying to get that team. You're going to be biased to your team. 2, it's going to be off of best team overall, and you build from that. That doesn't necessarily mean that best overall team means that they have the best players, because there's a lot of teams that's old and have a lot of high overall players. So that's why I sit here and say that some of these teams is going to fall, because even though they do have a high overall, there's some young people that's just not going to do you justice. So, and for number 3, some people just know the team. You just know the team, and you know that you're right with them, and you're going to pick them. 4, it's because of abilities. Abilities just change the game. Abilities really change the game. You want to build around one person that has an ability, whether they're older or they're younger. You're going to build around that ability, which is very, very smart. You have a power specialist defense. You're going to need to get somebody with power specialist on a D tackle, not on the edge, because on the edge it doesn't really work out as like that. You need edge threat. If you have an edge threat and you have a power specialist, you can do work, and then you can go ahead and get what you need later for DBs and linebackers later on. You can go ahead and do that. But I feel like if I finally get a feel for what everybody else is doing, what they want to do, then yeah, we're gonna do that. Now, if you guys want me to play some of these people that was over here in Madden 20 to see what their thoughts are at their spot, we can easily do that for another video. Let me know if you guys want to do that. Trey Stacks. I feel like if you're here at 22 and they're still here, I definitely feel very strong. Just because not only did I bring them to a Super Bowl, but you can easily build this team to what you want based on their speed. And the Bengals is definitely a really good Regs team. John Ross, Joe Burrow, Joe Mixon, Jesse Bates, William Jackson, Jermaine Pratt, Geno Atkins. There's a very, very stacked team. And you can build around that. And that's what I did and got to a Super Bowl. But we did run into a very, very good Giants team. But I feel like you cannot go wrong with having the Bengals on your team. Where was the Giants at? Giants at 78. So they're the same overall. You can build on Saquon Barkley. And that's who we're going to take over here with Crew Brew. It's just a battle of who gets him first. And I believe Joe Mixon is a better running back than Saquon Barkley. He can juke and he can spin and all that. But I feel like armbar is better. I mean, you can have jukebox and armbar. That's crazy enough. That's what you need. Saquon isn't going to get armbar. I think it's spinning and juking more for him. Maybe Hurdling. I don't think I've seen him with a stiff arm. I don't know. Maybe they'll give it to him this year. I do not know how to pronounce that. So I'm just going to give you... I'm going to give you the Jets. If you're here in this situation, you see these teams still being here, I think the Jets is definitely a low-key team to pick up. Very, very, very great defense. Very great defense. Definitely can build off of Jamal Adams, Quentin Williams, Blake Cashman. Definitely can build off of that defense. And you have the stash, Leonard Fournette. You got DJ Chark. Very, really great Jets team right there. I love the lower overall teams. The lower overall teams just really, like, they grow on me for real. Like, I can build up and really do what I want to do around the players that I really want to keep. And when I get over here to these tier 1, tier 2 teams, it's like, well, they're already stacked. I don't really do much but build onto what I already have when I can already just rebuild from scratch, do what I want to do, and build that team up. That's what I love, the lower tier 3, tier 4 teams. Go Packers. I feel like if they're still here, you got to go Falcons. I think Falcons would definitely be a team that you got to pick. Did I do Giants already? Yeah. Okay. Did the Jets too. Okay. Now with the teams that is left, best available team, in my opinion, it's going to shock y'all, but I think it's the Jaguars. I think the Jaguars is a very low-key team. And that's where I pick for GMSIV to pick is the Jaguars. Jaguars is definitely best available here. Like, all around, just great talent. You have a little bit of spots to fill up. And you're just going to get it done with the Jaguars team. I really do think that you can really build off of this Jaguars team and really make a deep run with it. I feel like some of the more low-key teams is in the AFC, though, which is pretty crazy. The NFC teams don't really stand out to me that much, except for the Vikings, Seahawks, Redskins, maybe. If you into the Redskins are a really low-key team, in my opinion. One of the more low-key teams. But it's definitely hard to build on them because they do not have good people at all. They don't have any X factors. Maybe no, the Dolphins don't even have X factor. If they get Byron Jones an X factor, then yeah. But other than that, they don't have anything. It's just gonna be very, very tough. Now, Hoodie Kula, don't really know much about you. I'm gonna give you the Broncos though. Got a great running attack right there with Melvin Gordon, Phillip Lindsay. You definitely can trade one of them and get your team better. So I feel like that's what you got to do there. You got to build what you got, and what you got is a pretty good team with the Broncos. Now triple Bs, if they're still there, you might have to actually pick them up because that's Aaron Donald. They're not going to fall that far down, but excuse me, but they might actually do. Aaron Donald is one piece of the puzzle. You got to build a whole different type of team. And Todd Gurley gone, the offense not really there. Brandon Cook's gone. Like that whole offense is depleted. It's just defense, and they barely have a defense. So that team's definitely gonna fall. Now we have these 4 teams left, and literally my ranking of the teams is Redskins, Dolphins, Lions, Panthers. Far as the team of what you guys want. So this is not really a lot of this isn't really hard for me of like what's the best available and what you have to do in this situation. But if these 4 teams are definitely still here, you gotta go with what's best available. If you like, yeah, if you have like past 21 to 32, you definitely gotta go best available. There's no, it's just, you just gotta go best available that's gonna fit you. Either you're running or passing the ball, and you gotta build on that. So right here with Joker, I'm gonna pick the Redskins. Right here. Here, Mile Reezy, I'm gonna give you the Lions. If they do fall to you, I do say the Dolphins. I'm not saying fall to you because they're like, oh, this is everybody's gonna pick this team. But if they fall to you, you gotta build on Byron Jones, and you gotta build around that team. And I think the Panthers just really don't have a lot to like impress me to like really give them credit enough to be like, oh, this is gonna be a great team in CFM. Especially at the start of the year, when you have these overalls at the start of the year, you're gonna struggle. You're definitely gonna struggle. Like later on this season, the Saints might be a 91 overall team. The Falcons might come around and be like an 88 overall team. Like the ratings is going to change, but as of right now, it's not really a lot to work with. But these are my predictions. This is like kind of my first mock of how everything is going to go. More as I learn how what everybody likes and what they're trying to do, then this will probably be updated a little bit more, maybe tweak it around a little bit. But yeah, there's a lot of low-key teams on here that you can definitely work on. But if you are like in the top 10, definitely go with a stacked team and then just go with it. If you're 11 through 20, you definitely got to go best available to your play style. And then 21 to 32, you just got to figure out that one thing that you want to trade to get your team better and figure out what you want to do with that team. Because right now at 21, if you're lucky, Bengals might still be here. I don't think Vikings is going to fall this low. Giants, Bengals, Giants, Jets. You'll be very, very lucky if you have this around 21. Some of these teams might actually fall, but if you're going off of based overall, they're going to be there. If you're going off of just best team overall, that's a whole nother story. But you guys like this, make sure you guys are going to leave a like. Comment down below how you guys think the season is going to go. Who you guys think I'm going to get? Because like I said at the start, the Ravens and the Chiefs might be there at 1 and 2. Maybe I'll have 49ers. It might be Ravens and 49ers, and I might be able to get the Chiefs. Or maybe out of nowhere, maybe it'd be Ravens Cowboys, and then I might end up being on the 49ers. There's many different ways they can go. I could probably, the best thing for the Ravens is definitely going to be taking 1 or 2. Chiefs might be taking 1 or 2. 49ers might be getting taken 1 or 2, but definitely I know the Cowboys is not going to get picked 1 and 2. Just because of these two people, I feel like maybe Gatto might switch up and go from Ravens to Cowboys, but you cannot skip on Lamar. You cannot skip on Lamar. That's just it's crazy not to. But other than that, it's been your boy Underdog Fly. Peace out.